Post the breakfast and the networking session, we have a very interesting presentation coming up to be presented here on stage by not one, but two senior presenters on the topic of disrupting talent acquisition with Gen AI. And to present on this topic, please help me welcome with a big round of applause our presenters, Ms. Bhawna R, Senior Gen AI Engineer from PramitiHR, and Ms. Mita Dalai, Product Manager from PramitiHR. A big round of applause. Bhawna is joining us first as a presenter. Bhawna, welcome to the stage, and I'm sure it's going to be a great session.
Thank you so much. So, hi everyone, very good afternoon. I hope you all had a nice breakfast. All right, so how many of you are recruiters here? Oh, wow, that's a lovely number. All right, so every recruiter I speak to nowadays says the same thing. I love connecting with people. I hate drowning in resumes. Is that your story too? Yes, okay, good. Imagine if we could flip that equation. So the problem currently is that I would actually go back to panel 1 where I think Amrenji rightly mentioned how we started with digitization and automation in the HR and recruitment world. Rather, I would like to call it as automation with impact. So few years back, it was Excel, right, that we called as digitization. And then Amitji somewhere mentioned that HRs right now are the early adopters of AI. So what I see is HR as a function, as a community, as a fraternity, is more about connecting with people. It is more about human-to-human connection, rather than doing just repetitive tasks. So there's a data which says that globally, around $400 billion is spent on recruitment alone in a single year. Yet 60% of the hires fail in about the first 18 months. The gap I see isn't about effort because HR makes a huge amount of effort, whether it's talent acquisition, recruitment, or any other domain. The gap is actually efficiency and insight that HRs can leverage through the power of AI. Talking more about digitization, I think all of us are well aware about AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, and most of you would be already using such tools in your day-to-day activities, right? So let's zoom in. What exactly is Gen AI doing in this era of AI and digitization? Here are the top 5 trends that you can see are currently trending in India, especially for the recruitment domain. AI can now draft precise job descriptions given your company's document. It is customized, tailored for exactly the role that you want at your company, because let's say at my organization, if I'm putting out a role called as data scientist, it might have certain different functionalities versus you putting out that role, because it is depending on what exactly is the function of data scientist that you want people to take, right? So all that is now done, drafted in just a matter of few seconds. AI can screen thousands of resumes and match to a JD instantly. All right, I have another quick question for all of you. So how many of you have heard about AI voice agents? Good. And have you guys used it, or people in your team are using it? Yes? Okay, that's a yes. Perfect. So with the power of AI, we have seen that AI voice agents can take, interviews, the phone screening rounds of the candidates, which used to be a hell lot of work in the past, and it is being automated with these AI voice agents. The disruption in it is that it can actually speak in multi-languages, multiple languages, according to the domain. Let's say if some candidate you're hiring from Germany, your voice agent can talk in German language, right? So that is another disruption that Gen AI has brought into AI and digitization. All right, the last question for this slide. Has anyone here heard about XAI? Anyone would like to guess what could be XAI? All right, that's what I'm here for. So, whenever we are assessing the candidates through AI, we always have this, how did AI give a certain score? What is the reasoning behind it, right? Through XAI, you can actually leverage the power of AI to understand the why behind AI decisions, right? So when you are getting the assessments of, candidates, your screening rounds at different levels, you can actually understand that why exactly, the AI gave a certain score, gave a certain metric to the given candidate. So, yeah, I think that is really magical, and this is all disrupted already in India. Most of us are well aware of it, but yeah, very few of us are using it, as I also see in this audience. Okay, now I would actually like you to meet someone. So her name is Priya, and like most of you, she is a recruiter at a mid-sized company working in Bangalore. It's a Monday morning for her. She opens her inbox, 1,500 resumes flooded in. She has a hiring mandate with 48 hours where she has to shortlist around all these candidates, move them to the interview screening and the final rounds. Basic analytics, some automation that I think most of us are using for recruitment, but it's mostly Excel, late nights, and emails for Priya. That's how Priya's life is, as you can also see in the picture there, right? So by the time she gets halfway through the best candidates, they've already moved in to other offers at other companies, right? Does this sound familiar to any one of you? Yes? Okay. I understand. I am with you. All right. So this is the treadmill we are all on. 60% of the recruiters are facing this challenge. They are reporting burnout. 30% of the candidates drop off even before the first interview. And in India, the average time to hire is about 42 days. That's a lot, honestly. And that's exactly where AI can come in. So, and also, moreover, we have like assessments which are inconsistent. You are worried about diversity, fairness, opportunities just slip away, right? So in short, if I have to summarize these challenges, there are three things: speed, bias, and trust, in my words. Companies actually need faster hiring cycles. They need diverse and unbiased pipelines. Compliance, they can actually depend on, right? We all talk a lot about compliance here. And solving these challenges isn't optional anymore. I see it's like the need of the hour. It's really imperative. Let me share a recent case with all of you. So a client of ours, a growing IT company in Bangalore, exactly where Priya works. So she got like 50 engineers to hire. And their old process took 30 to 45 days to hire, to close these roles basically, till the shortlisting. So the company was rounding in resumes, 1,800 CVs, 300 recruiter hours lost into that. With PramitiHR.ai, they uploaded all these JDs for all these roles, the resumes. The initial shortlisting was ready in a matter of, any guesses? Minutes, seconds, hours, days? Seconds? Any other guesses? Minutes? Yeah, so it was 120 seconds, or you can say 2 minutes, through the power of PramitiHR.ai. So they could do the initial screening in 2 minutes with the JD and resumes. Our AI interview avatar, you might have seen a lot of AI avatars, right? You might have also made your own avatar. We made avatars through Meta, right? WhatsApp, and other places, right? We all like making some avatars. That's cool. So yeah, we have an AI avatar which takes the screening round of these candidates, assesses the candidates. Finally, this AI avatar sends the scorecards to the hiring managers, to take the decision. And what we saw in this case was that what was a matter of like 30 to 40 days, this got down to just 7 days till the shortlisting, till the offer was rolled out to those candidates. And to be honest, this is what I love about the power of Gen AI. Recruiters could finally focus on what is more important, and what matters is human connection. That's why we are here, right? Decision making, strategy, and not just for doing repetitive tasks, right? But sadly, that has been part of the job for decades. So that's what I call, in short, AI for impact. And yes, Priya also got her evenings back because she was working late nights. That's bad. Okay, so with PramitiHR, this cut to just 7 days brought in about 80% automation, 65% reduction in recruiter workload. And this is number we have seen on an average across our clients, which is huge. Imagine what this could mean for your teams. Why this matters beyond hiring? So this isn't just about filling the roles faster. It's about employer brand. It's about you guys, us, giving a better experience to even the candidate who is taking the interview. It's about retention. Better fit means people stay. It's about productivity. Recruiters become about 3.5 times more smarter, more efficient through the assistance of AI, right? And everyone's favorite, analytics. I mean, CHROs, I think you guys love analytics. So yeah, because automation without insight is really inefficient. And it's also about larger business strategy. So getting the right people in place means faster decision making, and you can drive growth, because smarter hiring means stronger teams. And again, as I say, it's not about filling the roles faster. It's about building organizations that thrive. Moving to something which I think will be covered in one of the panels which is coming up. But we at PramitiHR, we believe in having a CHRO playbook for most of us here. So hence, and also as we bring AI into HR, I think innovation comes with a huge responsibility, and that is also why all of us are here, right? So I think all of you are actually the guardians of responsible AI, and there's a huge responsibility on all of you as well for that. Because my work is just to build AI, but your work is to take the responsibility ahead. So I'll just talk about 4 most important parameters that I see as part of responsible AI that you can take up from here and carry it forward as an AI lineage in your organizations. So talking about governance, we all have heard about guardrails, right? And I know that it's your job to set those guardrails for your company as a part of strategy, right? So all those, setting clear guardrails, accountability, so that AI decisions can be trusted, because it starts with you. Fairness for bias checks at every stage, starting with the initial JD creation to resume screening to assessments, all the stages. And explainability, XAI, my favorite, as I just shared. With XAI tools, reports, recommendations, whatever you're getting is like transparent, easy to interpret. You will know why a candidate, as I said in the beginning, got a score, right? Why they got evaluated the way they got evaluated. And finally, human oversight, because that is what remains at the center. AI is here to assist the recruiters, leaders, all of us, and not replace our judgments. It is there to support our judgments. So that is about the CHRO playbook, and it is about making AI not just powerful, helping it make us powerful, but also fair, explainable, and human-centered AI. All right, so yeah. Okay, so we at PramitiHR have something really special for all of you, and this is what we believe in. that AI is for humans. It's about giving recruiters their time back. It is about giving candidates fair shot. And it's about giving all you leaders the insights you need to shape the future of your organization. So let's build this future together with Pramiti. I also, on a side note, invite all of you to connect with us at booth number 14. Join us for a quick demo, see how your company can transform through the power of PramitiHR.ai. Now over to my colleague, Mita, who will give you a glance on how PramitiHR is tailored for your talent acquisition. Thank you. Yeah.
I think this 1500 application with PramitiHR, they got applied on the platform itself, right?
No, when you do a hiring, so generally we will be receiving.
Get into my inbox and
So,
there are other mails also.
Yes, yes. So we take care of all of that. So let's say if a candidate is applying at your platform, let's take your example. You said email, right? So if they're applying through the email, we take care of that and we take the inputs exactly from your email while maintaining data privacy. So all...
Kind of ATS that I have worked on.
Yeah.
By AI, you create a JD, right? You give your insights definitely. Now the JD gets posted on different API connectors. It gets posted on LinkedIn, your Naukri portal also.
That is basic. The first level ATS scoring.
All the applications come into that portal.
Right.
ATS portal backed by AI. You can put a judgment that what percent of JD match you can consider as accepted. For example, 60%, 70%. So all the applications which are not matching 60% of the criteria of the JD in terms of skills, competencies, and the role responsibilities, they will auto reject it. It happens in a real time.
Right.
So you post a job, maybe next 24, 48 hours, people need time to see and apply. Next 48 hours, you have a ready code which at least matches 60-70% of the job description.
Right.
So even 2 minutes it won't take. It happens actually real time. But yes, in the product demo, maybe we understanding more.
Exactly.
That was the understanding
So,
how AI platform works.
yeah. So you're right there. It takes a matter of few seconds to do the, the JD creation. But that was what we were doing in the last 3 to 4 years. Through GenAI, there is much more holistic approach to it, right? So in the report, you will also get to know, you can also join us for the demo, and Mita will be giving you one right now. You will get to know what exactly is taking few seconds. And when we say holistic, the assessment that we are talking about, XAI, why I was talking about, it is more towards the tone of the candidate, the behavior of the candidate, the sentiment of the candidate, and not just the technical skills, which is like basic ATS check that we do. So I hope that makes sense. Good question. Anyone else would open to, or I think after the demo,
we have the
already
Q&A session
have,
right after this demo.
Yeah.
So
we'd
we
love
will be
to,
like, answer.
definitely. Over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, hi everyone. Thanks Bhavna for the brief and detailed session about it. It's not like like nobody is aware of this GenAI right now in this trending era. So let's just quickly move towards the demo part. So we have covered all this, right? So digitization, like automation, disruption, everything in talent acquisition using this GenAI platform. So we have covered all this detailed information and all. So for introducing our PramitiHR, it's a hiring co-pilot. So which we are using in our daily day-to-day recruitment hiring criteria, right? So moving to this part. So to begin with, we have this about this product. So we have 4 logical stages before proceeding for this, your screening, your interviewing, and your shortlisting the candidate. So to begin with, the create is the first one. So we have 4, create, filter, and evaluation, and the shortlist one. So in this create era, let's just talk about your one use case, Jason is the hiring manager or the enterprise or agency, whichever the platform, when they use it, they have this hiring demand of opening and requirement like React.js developer if you want. So here how we play is here Pramiti, as you mentioned already, AI will be creating a detailed constructive JD. We will be having it handy. So here what happens, users come with minimum information. Example, you want to hire in React.js developer or Java developer, you just come with years of experience, you want 5 years for 5 or 10 positions, okay? You just come and put it in the platform. So it will be giving a constructed, very much comprehensive detailed JD. It's a generated AI from our hiring co-pilot. So in that in that JD, what you have to do that is useful for your future purposes also whenever you are going for next hiring needs and all, right? So this is how we will be, in the create era, it will be having an end. So when you go to this filter, so filter option is all about like in the first panel, I just got to know, filtering out this mismatches and this giving you the best fit right candidates for the role. So in this filter option, how this product works is like you just go to this option in the, you have some available like sourcing channels. So you just upload these profiles for each and every respective JDs and roles. Then our AI here plays the main part. So we will be having a screening report, okay? It's a detailed comprehensive report which will be containing about the score set, skill score, and it will be having this based on the primary skill set which we have given it. For React.js developer, how many years of experience you will be having in primary skill set or secondary skill set also, that will be capturing along with this personality trait and this culture fit also. So when we talk about this personality trait, it will be like containing the data of like how they are openness, how they are like agreeable for their work ethics, how they are like having adaptability, and the team management also, how they are motivating the team and all. So that will be covering this personality traits and this culture fit when you talk about how they are like collaborative with the team, how they are like personal personality or ethics, personal ethics you can talk about. So here we will be filtering out, and you have your handy report ready in your hands. Okay, so that is called like resume screening report from AI, PramitiHR, using this PramitiHR. So when you go to evaluate stage, here what happens, you have like your handy report ready with you. So now you can just go and we have a stage like where you can just go to the shortlisted ones. As you mentioned, like we will be like uploading a bulk amount of data, a bulk amount of like resumes, but it will be filtering out the best ones out of there. Okay, based on this cutoff score also you will be giving. So based on that, you will be giving you shortlisted ones and the rejected ones. So based on your needs, you can just click on the shortlisted ones and send the interview link to them, and the interview will be ready. So in the final one, we'll discuss about the shortlisted criteria. So how, let's just talk about this evaluate where when once the interview is ready. So we have an option called like proctoring issues also to avoid this proxy criteria, whatever is happening in this virtual interview session right now in recruitment. So here you will get a once the interview and all is done. So we have an KYC format. So when you click on the interview link, so you have to go through some KYC clarifications also. You just have to switch on the camera. You have to like that Pramiti will be like recording some screenshots also, and it will be like showing you during the interview if somebody is passing by or some like multiple faces or multiple voices, it will be capturing. Then the proxy and the proctoring issues, everything will be displayed in the interview screening report again. So when we done, so you have your resume report also ready, and the interview report also. So when it is done, then you can just go ahead and you just do your basic needs, how it is for the hiring criteria. So it is like PramitiHR, to be honest, it's a very one line word. It will be like starting from screening to first one line of discussion, first which we say like L1 screening discussion. We are like giving all these offers in this thing. So so we discussed about these 4 stages which we generally do hire, like use in this hiring journey. So let's just go with the demo part. So here it happens like, it's just a glance about the product, how it works. So in this dashboard, just create a new position. There are like 2 options, select from existing positions and enter in custom one. So when you click on this select from existing one, then you have a role, you have a number of positions also, and experience. Followed by and the client, whoever you are like supporting for. It is like applicable for 4 of the segments we are working on it: enterprise, agency, and the students also, and individual also. They can also like avail this offer. So when you go to this enter custom positions, you have to create a role. There you just have to give this minimum information which I talked about in the first slide. Just give information about your years of experience and this position you need. Then you have your JD ready with you. Then just go ahead, and there will be an option called save. So the JD you can see that is a little glance about it. So there is 2 options called like cutoff score and this ATS score. So based on your client needs, cut-off score will be like, you will be like looking for somebody for 7 years of experience, like 60% or 80%, 90%, however you need, you just put it there and just go ahead for the next person. This is all about resume, this is all about the resume when you create about a position. So this is quickly just move at this. So when you opened it, created a JD, opened a position, this is how it looks like. Position ID, open data and job title. That will be like the client data. So when you click this second part, it will be like filter out. So when you go to this upload data, sourcing channels which I talked about, sourcing channels, that will be like my computer, my database, and one will be like Google Drive. So you just click on your sourcing resumes from your available sources, then just go for the upload one. So once you upload, I spoke about this evaluate option also, evaluation of this, filtering of this mismatches and giving the best ones. So here you get it based on your cut-off score and all. So the qualified ones will be there, rejected ones will be there, who is not even matching your criteria. So we can just filter it out, and there is an option. There is again an enhanced, extra advanced option we have given to select the candidates, shortlist the candidates based on their diversity and this bias-free hiring. So moving to the next one, so when you are done with this profile upload and all, so you will be having a detailed comprehensive data of your resume screening report. So that contains, as I spoke about, score set, the skill set, years of experience and all. Then it will be, next we can move it with the personality traits and soft skill. Then we can move about this resume analysis where you can just send the link. Just click on the, you can just select the candidates whom you want to send the link. Then you can move it with the KYC verification which we spoke about. The mail, it looks like this, and the identity verification and the final one. So here is the final report which is all about this interview screening report. The first one you can see like the proctoring concerns whichever we have finalized, which we have noticed while the interview. So yeah, this is the report again. So here you can see the questions also, and the answers also will be available for each and every question, how much time they have taken to answer. Yeah, thank you. I'm so sorry, I just took a little bit more time. So we are open for Q&A also if we have any time.
Thank you, Mita.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Please be on stage. And Bhavna, if you could also come in on stage, please. Can we have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for both of our presenters, Ms. Bhavna Rupani and Ms. Mita, for that wonderful session on disrupting talent acquisition with Gen AI. And in the interest of the time, since we are a little hard pressed, we can take one question, but obviously the entire team of PramitiHR is available for you. They have a wonderful booth out there, so please take out some time to go and interact with them, and I'm sure they're going to help you with your queries, and they're going to give you more insight about their unique products and services. So thank you so much, Bhavna and Mita. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Ashish Kumar, CHRO from Jindal Power. Ashish ji, if you could kindly come on stage and felicitate our two wonderful presenters. Thank you, Ashish ji. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Bhavna Rupani, Senior Gen AI Engineer from PramitiHR, for her wonderful presentation. And a big round of applause to Ms. Mita Dalai, Product Manager from PramitiHR, for her wonderful presentation as well. Thank you, Bhavna. Thank you, Mita, for your session. And thank you, Ashish ji, for doing the honors.